Oh, very good morning, dear students. So today in this lecture we will discuss about motion. What is motion? So as we discussed earlier in the previous classes, that motion means when a body moves from one point to another, or when there is a change in its position, then this is called motion. Okay. So let's see what is motion. So as I told you that motion, when a body changes its position with respect to time, then it is called motion. Motion can be described in terms of distance moved or the displacement. There are several types of motion, as you can see from this classification of motion, that motions are of random motion, transitional motion, rotational motion, oscillatory motion. Random motion means there is no particular path. You can move like this freely. This is called random motion, right? Transitional motion, when you move from one point to another point, right? But in which manner? There are subcategories like rectilinear motion, means in a straight line. Curvilinear motion means in a form of curve. Circular motion means you are moving such that you are forming a circle-like shape. Okay, you started from here. You started your journey from here. Then you take a path in a circular way, and you end up your journey to the same point. So this is an example of circular motion. Curvilinear motion means you are forming a curve, and rectilinear motion means in a straight line. Next is rotational motion. Rotational motion is what? Rotational motion means when you are moving on your own axis, like this is you and this is your axis, and you are moving around like this way, okay, on your own axis. This is called rotational motion. Oscillatory motion, you keep oscillating like this. This is called oscillatory motion. So types of motion, I hope it is clear to you all. There are random motion, transitional motion, rotational motion, oscillatory motion, rectilinear, circular, and so on. Now moving forward, distance. I explained you this topic in the class. Distance means when a body moves from one point to another point, then it changes its position. Like how much distance is covered, called distance. Like for example, there is a path, oval-shaped path, and this is your starting point of your journey. Okay, now you have started moving from here. This is you started moving from here, and then after time t you come back to that same point A. So at time t, how much distance you travel? This much distance. So this distance is what? The steps you covered, right? So this is about distance. Now then, what is displacement then? Displacement is the change in position. Distance means the number of steps you take, but displacement is something different. Displacement is the length of the shortest path. Displacement is the length of the shortest path. Length of the shortest path means, see, this is 2 points A and B, right? And this is the straight distance from point A to point B. Now, if you want to travel from this point to this point, like in this way, okay, so this is what? Distance. But displacement will be what? The shortest distance from A to B. So this is the displacement. Taking another example from this diagram, you started your journey from here, right? And then after time t, you come back to that point A again. Okay, so what will be the shortest path? You were at point A at t equal to 0, and after traveling the whole distance, you are coming back to the same point A after time t. So what will be the shortest distance? A minus A, that will be 0. So displacement is the 0 here. When you come back to the same point from where you started, then the displacement will be the shortest distance. And if you started from A and again coming back to the A, then shortest distance will be what? A, right? So the displacement will be the shortest path in between 2 points, and distance is the total path traveled in time t, is the distance. right? So I hope the difference between displacement and distance is covered. And in class I told you about quantities like scalar quantities and vector quantities. Scalar quantities which only have magnitude, vector quantities which have both magnitude and directions, right? So distance is a scalar quantity because it only have magnitude, and displacement is what? A vector quantity, because in displacement we both concerned about your magnitude as well as direction, because from where you started excuse me, from where you started, what happening? Okay, so distance is clear. Now moving forward, speed. Speed is what? The rate of change of distance, right? Rate of change of distance with respect to time. Means speed is what? Total distance traveled in what time? The distance upon time will be the formula of speed. So the speed of the body is the distance traveled by the body in unit time. This is the definition of the speed. So speed will be distance upon time. The SI unit of distance is meter, so the SI unit of speed will be meter per second, right? And speed is a scalar quantity because we are using distance here. If we use displacement upon time, then it will become velocity. See here, velocity. Now in this case we are using displacement upon time. So displacement is a vector quantity. So vector upon something is a vector quantity, right? So velocity is a vector quantity. Velocity and speed are same, but velocity is a vector form of the speed, right? Because we use displacement here. So velocity is what? The rate of motion of a body is more meaningful if we specify its direction of motion. Like as I told you, if I want to go somewhere, okay, and I ask that where will I go to reach my destination, and you said 5 kilometer आगे चले जाओ. 5 kilometer ahead in what direction? So direction is also important. If I travel 5 kilometer in west direction but my destination was in east, so shall I reach my destination? No. That's why along with the magnitude, direction is also necessary. So speed will not enough sometime. That's why we study about velocity. That speed plus direction gives us velocity. So velocity is nothing but speed only with particular direction. Okay. So speed is a scalar quantity and velocity is a vector quantity. Speed is distance upon time. Velocity is displacement upon time. Distance is what? The total path you travel, the total steps you cover. Displacement is what? The shortest path between 2 points, right? So velocity will be the speed in vector form. Okay, so the formula for the velocity will be displacement upon time taken, and its SI unit is also meter per second, and it is a vector quantity. Means along with the magnitude you have to mention its direction also. And so this is about speed and velocity and distance and displacement. In the next video we will discuss about acceleration. I give you the idea about acceleration. Acceleration is what? Change in velocity. Velocity is what? Change in displacement. So acceleration will be what? Change in velocity with respect to time. So we will study it further. Till now, prepare your notes very well. Write all the material which I give you in slides in your classwork copy fairly, and your work should be neat and clean. Okay, thank you.